Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage DC. This is season 3, episode 1, when really, you guys, this is the second half of season 2. But we gonna go by what they're saying, season 3, but they didn't get a season 2 reunion. Okay, so yes, this is really, anyway, it don't even really matter. All I am trying to say is this is the redheaded stepchild of the whole franchise. I think they do DC worse than they even do Detroit. Okay, really, Huntsville is Carlos's cash cow. Okay, that is his cast. That's his dream cast. He loves everybody over there. He loves that show. That's why he rushed them back for this past season, because DC was due to come back. But all that being said, they are back now. I wonder with the dynamics how they feel. Like, they have to respect Carlos, obviously, because he is the person that greenlights their show. As far as their part of it is concerned, I mean, Carlos doesn't run the old channel, obviously, but Carlos has a lot of pull there, and so what he says goes when it comes to his shows and everything. So, but I'm wondering how they feel about Carlos, because Carlos really did kick them to the curb, treat them as the stepchild, and not even a stepchild, like the redheaded cousin, the step cousin, the one that ain't even really blood related and everything. Like, he did them wrong. Okay. And now I think that maybe they feel like they've got to fight for their spot and everything. So, but anyway, we're going to get to all of that, you guys. The review. Let's get to it, shall we? I say I'm going to take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? The show actually, remember when we saw this a whole year ago, Ashley and Joy had that big fight at Ashley's house. No matter how much Ashley and the principal get on my damn nerves, what I will say is Joy was tripping going to this woman's house. You had already said you wasn't coming. Even though she invited you, when you said you weren't coming, that means bitch don't come. Okay, so now that you have come to this party, even though Ashley is Ashley and being how she is and over the top and making a big deal out of whatever, at the end of the day, you was in that girl's house and you was acting a fool. You should have never been there to begin with. Okay, so that is my stance on how Joy shouldn't even have been there. However, getting that part out the way, Ashley just teamed too much. You know, and Ashley is trying to throw us off the path. Joy is mad. Let's just remember the facts. Joy is mad at Ashley because Ashley spilled the beans on whether or not her and Clifton was really married. They really were married. Joy told Ashley that in confidence, and Ashley got mad at Joy and spilled the beans. Okay? And Joy was mad about it. And that was her passive aggressive way of confronting Ashley. Okay, coming to the party. But she got exactly what she wanted, which was a confrontation, because Ashley is not going to step down from a confrontation, especially in her own house. Okay, and all that happened. So when Joy stormed out and when Irena went after Joy, because Irena was like, that's the first person I saw. Whoever I saw first I was going to ask what happened. Okay, she went for Joy. And Ashley saw it, and Ashley was pissed. When Irena came up to to Ashley afterwards and was like, what the fuck happened? Joy, oh my God, these names. Ashley was like, get the fuck out of my face, Irena. And Irena was like, what? It's get the fuck out of my face? Okay. And Joy, while Joy is leaving, like, like, you know, of course that's how she gonna act. I was like, no, Joy, you was still wrong, because she would have been wrong coming to your house, okay, on some bullshit. You was wrong. You were wrong, okay? I mean, she's not wrong to be mad about her tea being spilled, but she was wrong showing up at that woman's house. So, you know, Ashley in the confessionals going on and on about how she was hurt that Irena, you know, went out there and all of that. and the principal trying to calm her down and all the people trying to calm her. I was like, this Christmas time and you guys are having this kind of fight. So Irena, she's all, she's hurt because she feels like she's loyal to Ashley and Ashley feels like Irena's not loyal to her. And then, Irena's talking to her and she's got her hand up, not necessarily in Ashley's face, but all of this. And Ashley is like, get your hands out my face. And you know how that goes. That's like a hitting a black woman on the shoulder when you look like you wanted to fight. You went up to them, you tapped their shoulder. That means it was on. Okay, that's the black woman version of that. Anytime your hands get to going, black women, we got a problem with that. So yeah, it was a whole lot at the Christmas party. And for the people that was there that wasn't a part of the show, I hope this wasn't the official Christmas party. And hopefully you guys, once y'all got the acting of the reality show out the way, hopefully they still had a good time. Now the next day, remember, it's supposed to be Christmas. Obviously this shit was not on Christmas Eve. If it was Christmas Eve, they wasn't there for Christmas Day, okay? Because where's the kids? Where's the fun? Where's the holly jolly Christmas? Where's the Christmas tree? Where's the everything else? We just see them talking about the aftermath in the kitchen. So yeah, not Christmas, but whatever. So the house is a mess. They're cleaning up, and the principal was just like, we have never, ever had anything like this happen at any of our Christmas parties. You guys know this is like their annual thing. They do it every year. And I was just like, yeah, because you guys don't have a damn reality show that you guys are fronting for. Okay, trying to flex for. That's why it's never happened. And of course it was because Joy was there. Joy shouldn't have been there. Girl, go home, take care of your husband. Ashley was just like, and I can't believe the girl called me a bitch in my own fucking house. Like, I got to be a bitch in my own house? But you know what? Old Ashley is back. I was just like, where was the new Ashley? This Ashley has been the same Ashley the whole time. But okay, old Ashley is back, the bitch. If they want bitch, then bitch is here. And you know what? It was better that the girl left because Ashley felt like she was about to slap her. I said, if you would have slapped Joy, as mad as Joy is about her tea being spilled about her and Clifton being married, that would have been a fight to see. Honey, because Joy got that real anger inside. Ashley, I feel like, is still putting on for the cameras. But Joy is mad. So I'm just like, let's see what the fight really would be. Not that I'm condoning violence, but if it happened, you guys, that's all I'm saying. And of course, she doesn't like the fact that the girl ran after Joy. And the principal was pretty shocked about that. He don't like the fact that Joy has come in between Irena and Ashley. He doesn't want that for their friendship. And she was like, I don't want that for our friendship either. But I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do? I said, girl, you was doing all this because she ran out after Joy. She still came in the house and checked on you too. So you mad that she didn't check on you first? It's so stupid. So Ashley was just like, I'm taking away the D that I gave him. Okay, because remember she gave her the D for friendship and the D was because she was missing D from her husband, Jamie, and all of that. So yeah, blopty blop. Girl, fuck you and that D. I don't give a damn, take it. But Ashley is going on and on about it. Again, it's silly to me, but Ashley is silly to me. She feels like they've been poking at her. Everybody pokes at everybody on this show. Now, later on, because the principal, he just needs to get clarification on what then happened. Okay, y'all remember Big Clifton wasn't at the party. Why everybody big somebody? Big Clifton wasn't at the party. He was having his back surgery on, okay? So now that Clifton is able to get up and get out and to be a little bit more mobile, he gonna sit down with the principal because he in trouble. So, they sit down and Clifton, after small talk, talking about the surgery, how the recovery has been a bitch, a little bit longer than he expected and all of that. We get down to business. Clifton prefers that the women just settle whatever the issues is. But okay, you asked me here to talk and I'm talking about my wife. Okay, obviously I'm going to be on my wife's side, but I'll sit down and I'll talk to you man to man. Okay, mano y mano, whatever you want to call it. So the principal was just like, he just want to know what happened. And Clifton was like, from what I understand, okay, your woman decided to tell some information that was very important to Joy and I to tell ourselves. Okay, Joy told your wife in confidence that we were married in the hopes that she would not blast it to everybody. She got mad at my wife and then she got out up there on national television and blasted everything. So yeah, she's upset about that. Now the principal would have done better if he would have just been like, yeah, she probably shouldn't have done that. Her bad. I understand that there's ways to support your spouse and still acknowledge when they did something that they should not have done. Okay? Ashley is wrong in this case. Why did you tell that girl's information? No other reason than you was mad. Okay, so instead of quick being like that, he was just sort of like, Ashley apologized many times, and okay, so the fact that Ashley apologized, and if I as Joy am not ready to accept her apology, so that means that she's supposed to lash out at me and do other things, like that still makes her even more petty. That still makes her even more wrong. The fact that she was wrong, and then she gonna put another wrong on top of it because I didn't forgive her in the time that she needed it to be. Do you understand what you even saying? Ashley spoiled the reveal from us. Not that it was this big secret, even though it is silly to me. It's silly to me keeping it secret, but that's what these two decided to do. So, I mean, I guess people can honor that. But I don't understand what the big secret was about them rushing off and getting married and then still telling people that they not married either. Okay? But it ain't for me to understand. That's they shit. They say they didn't want people to know. Fine. They ain't gotta know. Okay? I'm sure it has more to do with the fanfare of the show that they were on and them wanting to have their marriage be sacred just to themselves. I mean, I get why they did what they did, but to me, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. So, no, Joy doesn't have to accept Ashley's apology, or even if Joy even said that I can get there, just I'm not there right now because I'm still real mad about it. Ashley didn't even want to respect that way. Ashley is one of those like, get over it right now or we not gonna be friends. And Joy is just like, well, fuck you, we not gonna be friends. Now Clifton decides to throw in there that, if he would have been there, shit would have been different. And the principal was just like, I don't know what that would have meant. I said, I don't know what that means either, because honey, Clifton, your back was broke, honey. You was in the hospital. You wasn't fixing to do nothing but get knocked down somewhere and really couldn't move. You sit your ass down. Okay, you wasn't, and it wasn't even that kind of fight anyway. But these men always got to be all what they gonna be tough for their woman and all of this. But still, Clifton wasn't trying to go that route. Clifton was just like, I prefer to stay out the women's business. Let the women handle the women's shit. Okay, you calling me to talk about a fight that our wives is having against each other, like that don't interest him at all. Is there jealousy? Maybe there's some jealousy issues because, your wife is mad that Irena came out after my wife instead of checking on your wife first. And, DJ Quick was just like, oh, my wife is not jealous. But I was just like, you know what? Ashley is jealous of the friendship that they have. She ain't saying I'm jealous, obviously, but she is acting like a jealous person. Oh, you checked on her before me. But I checked on you too. What difference does it make? Okay. Yes, there is some jealousy issues there. Everybody likes Joy. And it's pissing off Ashley even more. But yeah, the principal, if you believe that we're jealous, I got some oceanfront property in the Sahara Desert to sell you. Look, bottom line is stay out them women's business, principal. I know you feel like you got to check everybody on this show, but go sit down. Speaking of Joy and Clifton, we did see the conversation that those two had, after he had his surgery, when Joy puts him up on what happened at the Christmas party. She's still pissed about the fact that Ashley just didn't care that they was married and that, they was trying to keep that on the hush until they was ready to spill the beans. So yeah, the whole thing is that it was spoiled for them. They wanted to do it, yada yada yada. She's still pissed about the fact that Ashley is saying that she's the one that brought her to the show. And they were like, excuse us, we was on a hit show. We were the stars of a hit show. We won the hit show. Okay, we are here because of Carlos King, not because of Ashley Silva. But Joy feels like Ashley has been poking the bear. Again, everybody been poking the damn bear on this show. And Joy just kind of looks at Ashley as the enemy. So everybody, it looks like this season is going to be piled up on Ashley. It looks like Irena and Joy are going to kind of be teamed up. Who knew? The mean girl is going to be fighting the team. Now, Irena at the house the next day, that's supposed to be Christmas, talking to Big Jamie. She said that her adrenaline was running super high at that party last night. And Jamie was just like, I don't even know what happened at the party. All I know is it was a shit show for sure. And Irena was just like, all she heard was chaos in the other room. It was just a whole bunch of yelling and screaming. So by the time she jumped up to go and see what was going on, she just went after whoever she saw. And it was just chaos. But yeah, she is aware that Ashley has had like some problems with her friendship with Joy. She said she'd been hearing a whole bunch of little slick, snarky little remarks like, oh, you and your best friend going out and hanging out, huh? I remember we used to do that. Oh, you and your friend doing this. Oh, you and your friend doing that. when people say stuff like that, that is jealousy, or it might just be hurt that you are doing more things with that person than with me. Okay. So, and if Ashley was just mature, she could express some things to Irena. Like, I mean, I know that's your girl and everything, but remember when we used to have fun? Remember when there's a way again to express, like, I feel like our friendship hasn't been as strong since, Joy's around, and I still, I miss our friendship. I want us to do things too. But instead, Ashley is mad at Irena and really just kind of pushing her away, and Irena don't understand why. Maybe there is some jealousy there. So later on, we see her and Joy meet at a hardware store. I was just like, where do they come up with these places? Irena thinks of the craziest places to meet somebody. Why are we at a hardware store? Because they doing some work on the house? Okay, anyway. How are you and Clifton doing? She says, oh, her and Clifton are great. The first year has been great, even with all this shit that's going on with Ashley. She don't know how it went so left so quickly. And Irena was like, I don't know how it went so left so quickly either, because when you guys got up to talk at the party, I thought that y'all was going to talk and handle it. Okay, get the shit settled. Next thing I know, y'all was yelling and screaming. Joy was just like, yeah, because the bitch was talking down to me, like saying shit like she made me, like as if I didn't exist. People didn't know who I was until, she came about. And that's where we have a problem. So Irena was just like, well, I think that you probably have hurt, Ashley's confidence, you being here. But really, if another woman's presence upsets your confidence, then really, are you that confident? Here goes a Roxanne soapbox moment. But listen, ladies, it's always going to be somebody prettier than you. It's always going to be somebody smarter than you. It's always going to be somebody that do things better than you. What you have to be comfortable in knowing is that wherever your spot is where you're supposed to be. Okay? You can admire the fact that a woman is prettier than you. Okay? But you also need to know that you're pretty. All right? You can admire the fact that this woman is able to do certain jobs and all, but there are skills that you have that somebody else don't have. There is always somebody that's going to be different from you. You and your lane is important to you and your lane. You ain't got to worry about all this other stuff. Okay? I tell my daughter this all the time. Do not compare yourself. Comparison is the devil. There's a saying, but I don't know the saying. Okay? But that's devil's work, child. You don't upset yourself with that. You're going to make your life so much more difficult. Just worry about what you need to do. The things that you're supposed to get, you're going to get it in your time that you're supposed to get it. Okay? So this stuff that Ashley is doing is really, really quite childish. And that's how you usually can tell whether or not a girl is a girl's girl, if they are very unsupportive of other women, just for the fact of being unsupportive, and we don't even know why. There's no reason for you to be that way. You just that way. That's how Ashley is. Somebody snuck and told Ashley that she was going to be the big man on campus after Monique left, because they were, quote unquote, the more known couples out of everybody on the show, her and her husband. Okay, so that made Ashley believe that she was about to take the top spot. And it was just sort of like, no, girl, that's not necessary. It shouldn't even have to be that way. Why does it have to be spots? Everybody has a place. Okay? But anyway, getting off the soapbox. So Irena is telling Joy all of these things, how Ashley is upset that they've been hanging out and all of that. I was like, Irena, you really probably don't need to tell Joy that either. Okay? Irena does talk too much. All right? Even though I know that Irena is pissed. Sometimes you got to know your friends, and you have to know how they're operating, whether they are operating in hurt or if they really are trying to hurt you. I think Ashley is very, very hurt. So even though she's acting stupid, Irena, I think, could maybe not be twisting the knife by going back to Joy and saying something. If you know that you need to settle things with your friend over here, then you need to do that, but not be co-signing the enemy. Okay? She's not your enemy, but she is Ashley's enemy. So you got to play when you have friends because I have friends that don't like each other, okay? So when you have friends like that, you still have to be, you still have to be that neutral friend in the middle that don't be trying to sway on either sides. Otherwise, very quickly, you can find yourself being in the middle of things. It's one thing to be neutral, and it's another thing to be in the middle. And Irena's in the middle. But we'll talk about Irena and Ashley in a minute. Let's jump over to Winter. So Winter and her man, I'm just like, oh, this story I am so not interested in. I'm really going to have to try to get back on. It feels so disconnected from everything else. But Winter is still seeing what the man name is, Usha, Usha, something like that. They've been seeing each other. Remember, this is the weird guy that Sherelle and her husband introduced her to. So it seems like they've been going along swimmingly now, and Winters even told the man the L word. All right, and I was just like, oh, that's moving really. I don't even see that much chemistry between the two of them for you to already be at love. Is that where y'all at? Oh, okay, Winter. They've been seeing each other for some time now. She feels like it's time that they move on to the next level. No, not sex, because we are abstinent. What we are talking about is meeting the family. It's time for him to meet the kids. Try just to make this relationship a little bit more cohesive, okay? Start showing each other things that are important to each other. This is a big step. Winter is taking it seriously. And I was just like, girl, them kids is grown. I mean, they not grown, but they not little babies. It's going to be fine, child. Looking at you and Usha, y'all look like y'all homies anyway, so. And like I said, these two also are being very serious about abstinence, all right? Even though it looks like Winter would like to jump his bones. She ain't said that yet, but I'm just like, girl, are you sure that that's what you... I feel like she's been saying that she was going to be abstinent until she met a nigga that was really, truly being abstinent too. It's one thing for the woman to say she being abstinent. It's another thing when the man say it. It's just sort of like, wait a minute, we not fucking? You not going to try to do nothing to me? You ain't going to touch me? Usha said he not going to try to do anything with her. It's very important for him to stay abstinent and everything. And she just sort of like, oh, okay. But looking at Winter's face, I was like, girl, do you really want to do the abstinence thing? Because now you look like you don't want to do it. But anyway, you guys, she says that Usha's an alpha man and he, you know, standing on business, I guess, like the kids like to say. She don't like the fact that she told him that she loved him. And he was just like, oh, well, thank you, you know, for your kindness. He didn't say it back. And it was just sort of like, girl, you can't be mad at this man that he didn't say I love you when you said it to him. I mean, it's fine that if you love him and he ain't quite there yet. All right, maybe that's some assurance for him that he was going in the right direction. I mean, yeah, it is a blow for somebody not to tell it to you back, but I mean, you step out on the ledge when you tell somebody that you love them, especially for the first time. And you don't know for a fact that, I mean, you want them to lie and say I love you when they don't. So I mean, it's fine if he says thank you. But she says that he needs to express himself more. I don't know. The man seemed like he been expressive this whole time, but you know, I guess she's meaning like, when you gonna tell me you love me back? And he says that he gonna work on it. So maybe he gonna get around to loving her. But again, I don't see no chemistry between the two of them. Do you guys? Now, lastly, I forgot to tell you guys, this review is a little all over the place. But when we see Ashley and Quick in the car, they are going to, because, you know, they're so important, all right, to the city of Baltimore, wherever they're from. Their friend was nominated for mayor. He's the first black mayor of the city. So they're going to a party for him because the principal is also going to be the DJ for the party. But, you know, the principal is telling his wife about his meeting with Clifton and all of that, and how Clifton even had the nerve and the gall to be suggesting that Ashley is jealous of Joy. And Ashley was like, jealous of what? Okay, jealous of a cruise singer? No, jealous of this woman who is still in your friend on the show. Jealous of this person that already had a following and came to your show and probably is more known than you were. Even though you're the wife of the DJ Quicksilver, let you tell it. Yeah, DJ Quicksilver is known. We didn't know who the fuck Ashley was, all right? Other than his wife. You just now getting the name for yourself. And that's not even me trying to be a blow at Ashley. It's the truth, okay? Joy was more known than Ashley. But I never felt that Ashley had a reason to be jealous of Joy. That's why it's always unfortunate when women who present themselves as extremely confident fall off of their little, you know, thing, fall off their square, and then they be acting like this. Because Ashley is going to look back at herself and be like, yeah, I was tripping. It don't need to be all this. If the woman don't want to accept your apology, just accept that. Move on with your life. She'll get over it or she won't, and that's it. Lastly, like I said, they're sitting there, they're talking, and they're talking about the fact that Irena ran after Joy. Ashley felt like Irena should have came to her first. Irena was just like, I came to you. I wanted to find out what was going on. I could have left. I could have kept going, okay? But I did come back inside. Then Ashley gets upset that Irena said that she could have left. Oh, you was just gonna leave? You wasn't even gonna say nothing, and oh, now Ashley even. I said, Ashley, you are committed to being mad. You're committed to being ignorant about this, and I can't sit here and try to convince you no more. You want to be fucking mad at Joy and Ashley? I'm sorry, Joy and Irena. Then fine, be mad at them. Just know that you guys are gonna be mad all season. All right, maybe that's what you're trying to do. Maybe you guys need to have some sort of like this, okay, to keep the interest on the show going. But I'm gonna tell you what, just watching the Instagram comments when people was talking about DC last night, I was just like, man, they don't get half of the back and forth with the people that watch the show, that Huntsville, they don't get even a third of the attention that that Huntsville gets. So I guess Ashley and the principal and Irena and Jamie and them, I think they are really trying to turn it up to just get the interest on this show the same way that it is for Huntsville. So in that vein, we probably are going to see these Negroes is going to be really doing the most this season. So everybody needs to be prepared, all right? Because I think that they know that this is going to be the determining season whether or not they make it back. Carlos seems to give his shows chances, though. So I will say that Carlos usually brings them back for season and season and season. So I think that they will still be back, but this is probably going to be the season that names that for them. And that's why they're going to be acting the way they are. So everybody just get prepared, okay? But we here, season 3. Off of here, I need to go walk my dog. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Roxanne. The channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.